Hello, true art believers, and welcome to today's live art stream. This is Pierson here. I am the number one live art streamer in the world. Yeah. So it's day 265 of 300 days. And I don't even know if I'm gonna. I should even call it 300 days of drawing. I'm just kind of like blocking them out at 100-day intervals. I might just call it, forever drawing. I don't know. We'll figure out a name for it. And so it's day 265 of just doing a drawing, a live stream each day, which is a significant thing for me because this is not a full-time job for me, or it's not like it's bringing home the cheddar. It's just like a side thing that I do for fun, and also kind of holds me liable to kind of produce artwork. So today is 265, and we're doing a bunch of gesture drawings. I'm going to keep doing this until I become very adept at it. So today, let's get to it. Let's do it to it. How about it? Alrighty, here we go. Here we go. So we got to do this. We're going to. I gotta move a few brushes thing, a little few settings here, and let's see here. Okay, we got our screen going. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press the little timer here. And for those that want to know what I'm using to do my sketches, I'm using the Sketch Daily website. I'm going to paste it right here so that if you're interested in using that, feel free to do it. What it does is it has timed limits on the figures, and it kind of has, it kind of forces you to draw quicker when you need to. All right, so let me move some screens here. Let's collapse this color here. I got okay, there we go. Shrink this, just moving some of the placement, some of the like, presets on my Photoshop, and let's begin. Let's see if I got my pen here. There we go. Making sure we have everything ready, because if I don't, it's going to get really hectic because these 30-second drawings. And let's begin. All righty, let's see here. We're going to do the head. We're going to do the torso. I'm going to do the hips here, and we're going to do some legs. I think she's like wearing a dress, so I'm assuming her legs are kind of doing something like this, and she's got her shoulders are tipping upwards. She's kind of looking down, kind of not. And we have 7 seconds, which means I really have like 3 seconds because it's going to start fading right about now. We'll put the hands here. That's not bad. That's a good first one. Now here's another one. Do the head, and let's start out by just kind of doing these blocky shapes here. Getting a little bit warmed up here, warming up, putting a shoulder socket here. If you're wondering why I'm talking really quickly, it's because I'm feeling this anxiety, this rush that's occurring through doing these drawings as quick as I can. I have like 30 seconds. I have 3 seconds. Yep, and that's it. I barely got anything in there. I thought I was going pretty good on that one. I thought I had some really good momentum. Anyways, let's kind of get the head. Darn, my tip on my brush is kind of not noticing my marks. And let's do this. Let's do the arm. Do a little shake here. And that's it for 30 seconds. Here, okay. This one's tough. This is like a foreshortened. This is really an odd position to be in because it's a foreshortened figure. So like I would have to spend a little bit of time fiddling around with this, but we're just going to kind of add these shapes here. She's going to come off the frame, and nope, doesn't really have anything there. These are always awful. These first 10 are just, I really don't get anything done. I always think that I'm doing a little bit better than before, but each time there's something that's off. Maybe I should just focus on just like the block forms. Maybe I haven't figured out the formula that I need to be kind of looking into with these, because as I said, like literally there is a 3-second fade and there's a 3-second fade in and out of these drawings. So I'm actually losing about 6 seconds, which is probably about what I need to kind of actually get something going with these drawings. I just start to get something going right around those time frames. And I lost it. Let's see here. We're on number 6. Dude, it's a dude with like a, it's a guy wearing like a Santa hat. Oh man, and he's showing his abs. He's like, "Hey, dude, I got abs. I'm wearing a Santa hat. I got a Santa belt. I got Santa pants on." Do I want to? I don't really know what to do here. Do I want to put the just the legs and arms? We're just going to put the general shape that I'm seeing here, and it's done. I spent too much time talking about it, which sucks. I like that simply for the organic feel with this one. So what I'm going to do with this one here is 10 out of 10. I don't know. And these are 1 minute drawings. We'll see if I can get a little bit more on here. I'm coming in raw again. I'm starting my drawings at a really raw. I haven't kind of jumped into warm. I haven't warmed up, and like I would need another 30 minutes to really start like getting the drawing synapses kind of going for me because it takes me a while to really start to feel the movement. It really does. It just takes me a good solid minute to kind of get that started. It just happens. So this is not going to be that good. I already know. I'm not feeling it today. Really, I'm not feeling it at all. Oh, that sucks. Well, at least I know it sucks. I want to take these headphones off. All right. Well, this one is not necessarily a figure. We're just gonna. It's more like I might be better off if I just set all the figures to be like in the nude because I'm struggling with the clothed ones because I'm trying to figure out placement and form, and clothing kind of puts me in a different mode. It puts me in this mode of like looking at positive negative shape, and so I'm changing how I'm looking between each drawing because this is all she's all covered up in these like big billowy forms and so forth. I only have 3 seconds. That took me a minute to get nothing. That's crazy. Every time I think I'm getting somewhere, I'm always going back a couple steps. Every time I like have some progress in some area of the drawing sphere, I feel like I've gone back. I go back like 2 steps. So I move 2 steps forward, and then I go back two more. I go back like a step and a half. So even though I may be progressing, I'm also kind of regressing sometimes. Um, it just happens. Well, it shouldn't happen. I should always be progressing in some form or another. It's just certain times of the day, you're. I cannot. I can't hear. I can't think when I can't hear myself. So like I hear nothing. I just hear like me in a muffled voice. All right. Well, this one's kind of cool. All right. So let's think about it differently. Let's just draw a block for head, straight. Do some like a shape like this. All right. So I assume that's her body. She's wearing like parachute pants almost. Uh, these aren't good. Just not having a good drawing day. It's late, been a long day. Didn't get my practice in. So I didn't get my pre-practice in for the day. So I didn't train. I didn't train for the day. So I didn't have just like that kind of like I wasn't I wasn't introducing myself to the notion of drawing for the day, and it's really affecting me. And I'm not really thinking properly. I don't know if that's an excuse. Um, yeah, I don't know if that's an excuse, but it's definitely not working. I gotta take this thing off. Just get in my way, bud. There we go. 3 seconds, anyways. Okay. Wow. Well, this one's tough. 5 minute one. We're gonna go slower, but we're just gonna move. We're gonna move in a good pace. All right. This kind of drawing a gesture. You can't see her arm right here. It's kind of in the back, so I'm assuming it's kind of tilting backwards like this. You really can't tell. There's an arm right here. This is not a good photo. It would be a good photo if it was larger, like if I could see more of the details, because it's the figure's like really small. She's like standing in this scene here. There's a railing here. Way too much information for a 5 minute drawing to kind of work with, in my opinion. We're just gonna keep moving. So you're getting like she's looking you're looking up. So you're almost at like a worm's eye view. And she's kind of looking down. I don't have enough time to really develop that. I don't even know how much time I have left. I can't even tell because it's my timer is blocked by color. You don't really get the feeling that you're looking up at her though. That's a problem. Can't tell what's going on with her arm. There's foreshortening happening, and we're done. That wasn't that good. No joke. I had to think way too much. And um, this one sucks. This one sucks. She's literally like, it's just, it's all silhouette. You know, you really can't see her form. I don't like some of these figures that I'm getting from this website. It's like all these like it's like they're wrapped in bed sheets. I don't know why they're doing that. Are they doing that for the artist to figure out where the form is at? Is that what it's for? To kind of make the artist guess or figure that out themselves? I'm not quite sure what the motive is there. But anyways, yeah, none of these figures are going to be any good today. It's just it's the way it's crumbling. I don't know what to say. I'm not gonna. I don't have any excuse other than my poor ability to draw quickly and so forth. It takes me a lot of time to kind of do these things, and some of these are like a little bit challenging. Maybe some like my ability to read form today right now is not in it. Like I'm not mentally feeling it, and like I hate saying that. Like you're always there's these days that you have to perform right. Like they always want you to you always have like to be performing, right? You always have to be functioning at 100%. I'm not functioning at 100%. I'm kind of my mind's elsewhere right now, and the for just judging by how things are moving, um, how I'm moving my brush, my pencil, my stylus, and how I'm just like, what is going on here? I just feel like I'm looking at a giant billowy mass. I kind of don't have because I'm not lying. It's like her arm. You can see her arm kind of in a silhouette form here. Now, am I supposed to like just kind of focus on the fabric cloth, or what am I supposed to be working on here? And that's what I'm struggling with some of these drawings today. Is like I don't know what to tackle at the moment, and partially I need to like just sit down and say, you know what, this is the process. Torso. I just need to bury it in my head. Torso, hip, direction of legs. Action line, torso, hips, and then head, neck, head, torso, hips, action line, torso, hips, neck, head. That should be the strategy here. This sucks. This is a bad day. I apologize, everyone. This is not a good day. This is not a good day. We all have these days, though. If it wasn't for these days, it just makes the good days really, really, really shine. For real. But yeah, I don't know what the focus when I do these cloth drawings, I don't know if I should just start drawing like where I think the form is, or should I start drawing the cloth? And I think maybe next time I'll know what I need to do. I'm gonna do what I've been talking about, which is start with the action line, torso, hips, neck, head, and then add the rest. I think that's what I'll do. I won't even worry. I'll imagine. I'm going to imagine where these appendages are, and we're going to go from there. We're going to imagine the appendages. We're going to imagine everything else. We're not going to focus on the cloth at during these drawings because I just wasted 5 minutes. But I think I've learned something, and we got a really, really, really bad drawing. This is not that good. Okay. This is a bad photo. Okay. So, what I said, action line. So we're gonna do the action line. Not a lot of action, very stiff figure. So we got like a kind of like it. I'm gonna exaggerate the torso. There is a something like that. Okay. Now we're gonna do torso. We're gonna add in a circle for the torso. All right. It's not, and then we're gonna add in another torso or hips. So torso, hips. We're going to add neck. So let's add a neck here. And then we're going to add a cylinder or a like an oval form for the head. Okay, so now we have like just a basic form. It's not set in stone. Now we're going to add quick gestural lines for the arms. They're basically just straight. She's just straight, and then there's another one kind of just popping off right here. So I assume in her arm technically from behind is bending. Okay, so that's what we need to do. So we have this arm here, cut it into halves, or close to halves or something like that, and then do a quick little shape for the hand. Okay, do the same thing for this. Add the hand shape like that. Now, let's do a quick little area, some dots for the leg. The leg is kind of doing something like this, and then it bends. And we're going to press T. We're going to shrink this down a little bit because I need to put the foot in there. And she's not standing on her toes because her leg behind, which you can't see, it's like barely showing, is bent, and it's on like a thing, and her foot is So most of her weight is on this back knee. Look at that. I can't even draw an arrow. That's how bad I am today. All right. Most of his weight's on his back knee. So I spent 5 minutes doing that. Just doing that. So now let's go and add a cylinder shape for the leg. No, let's like do a contour line for the leg. So we're going to kind of do a contour line for the leg here. There we go. Another contour line for this back part, the hamstring. She really doesn't have any muscle mass back here, so I'm not too worried about it. And her other leg kind of comes out in front a little bit. I probably made it come out too much. And her torso is pivoting forward more. I need to push that hip down, right? And then there's her abdominal stomach, and then that's going down to the crotch area. There we go. And then we got the little strip of band that, yeah, and then we got the ribs. Now we're going to connect this area and then pivot that torso up like that. All right. 5 minutes, 41 seconds. I'm doing really good with this one. I think I need to start doing this. I need to start talking it out. Torso, hips, head, neck, head. Right? Torso, hips, neck, head, and then add the appendages and action line, torso, hips, neck, head. So that's the middle, like right here is her sternum. Is it a sternum? There's a clavicle pivoting upward right here and here. You really can't tell right there. And then we're going to put there we go. And there's abs right there. Now let's add the arm here, and we're going to add a little shoulder pad for the deltoid. She doesn't have really a deltoid muscle. Well, she does, but obviously it's not. She's not a superhero here. And the triceps kind of pushing down here, and the biceps kind of tucking in. She's got that little armpit area. And let's get this arm right around here is where the forearm begins. Kind of taper it out, bring it out like this, and then bring this arm. She has a little bit of forearm muscle here, but not a lot. It's draping over her backside. There we go. And then let's add a rough shape for the hand, not really defining it. Like that. She's holding like a fabric here, but I don't know if I wanted to show that or not. Maybe I'll show it because it's covering part of her leg. I'll just make a shape that kind of looks like the pattern, the fabric. Here we go. Don't know if I'm going to get this calf right. I need to imagine that calf right here. Two minutes. I think I made that a little too long. So we're just going to shorten it up just right here. I mean, I probably brought that leg out too long, but that's fine. I think. Oh, there, okay. I had a few things going on here. All right. Her hand is lower right here. And she's like, I'm not even going to draw it, but we're just going to kind of add like a shape that kind of looks like it. It's like kind of doing weird bending shape forms here. And we have 1 minute, probably enough time to kind of at least get like the kind of like a head shape here. We're going to use the, yeah, not bad. Still a little really scratchy, not really defining forms, not that clean, but it's, I think with this one, I kind of redeemed the drawing, although I think I'm making her head too big. So the reason why I'm kind of, I'm not doing well today, so I really feel I'm really locking up. Like I feel like I'm tightening up my drawing right now, and I just can't seem to loosen up enough for the day. And so it's really kind of noticeable. And that's just something I kind of have to practice and improve upon. And just going to take some time. Yeah, so that's it. Kind of maybe add a little bit of more form here. I don't know. Maybe spend a few more minutes on it, like just like add like darker tones. Yeah. So, whew, wow, man. I tell you what, this was not a good session. I wasn't feeling it. And I hate like I just it's hard to explain. It's like when your mind is when your mind is somewhere else and you're trying to do something that you're like fighting to not do, right? Um you'll find that often though during those times the outcome aren't as are not is not going to be pleasant, right? Like it's just not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be an effective strategy. I started seeing a little bit later on, but I still have like this. I'm scratchy. Like I was being very scratchy with what I was drawing. I was like scratch, 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 scratch. Right. So I was making all these like scratchy marks. Didn't want to do that. It just happened that way. Anyways, that is it. I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. I know it was pretty much kind of wasn't the best. And it's going to get better each time though. Like you just gotta, as I was saying, some days you're like you take 2 steps forward and you kind of go 2 steps back. Also, depending on the time of day, there's times that you aren't your peak drawing hours, right? Like this time to do the live stream is not my peak drawing hours. It's my peak drawing hours is around like noon to 4. That's when I have a kind of a kick of energy and I'm really at it. I'm really intent, or early in the morning when I have nothing on the plate. But anyways, this one turned out okay. The rest of them, I don't know. Let's kind of look at some of them. Let's see here. That one had some promise. I just didn't get it done. That one definitely not. This one was a fun drawing. Like if I had more time on that, that was a good figure to work with. Had a lot of expression. Yeah. So none of these really had anything. I didn't really have a lot of good ones here. Like that was starting to get good. I like this one for the simple curves. Like you got the thigh, the calf, the thigh, the calf. So I'm gonna start doing that for my gesturals when it's like do the like the shoulder bicep and then move to the back of the forearm. The same thing with the legs, because I don't think I have enough time for yet to build up a 30-second drawing. And as I was saying, they're not 30 seconds, they're more like 25, 23, because you got to take off 6 seconds because there's a fade in and there's a fade out, and it's usually about like 3 seconds each. And so like that is jarring. That's that's important time. That's like those 6 seconds are peak time. That's like the peak time that you need to kind of really finish it up, or like when you're just about to kind of get it on its way. Anyways, that is it for the day. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share, like, comment. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I got to get going. Tomorrow will be better, right? Always be better. Always be better. Always be trying your best. Always try to improve. No matter where you are, no matter what your age is, you can always become better at drawing. Don't let this be a measure of my skill. I'm generally a person that takes a lot of time to do a drawing. I'm just not a fast artist. I used to be. I don't know what happened. I got to get that back. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful day. This is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Cheers.